Hey guys, it's Mary Ellen. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by. Today I'm going to be creating a brand new home renovation notebook. So you might remember this one. I've had a lot of changes in my life. So this was when I was living with my ex-fiance and we were renovating his house. I need some kind of planner for this new house that I just moved into. However, I don't want to use the same one because it feels like, bad juju. It just feels wrong. Plus, there are certain things that I want to do differently this time in the planner. So, things I learned when I used it before. So we're going to go ahead and make a brand new one today. And hopefully if you're, doing some home projects or something, this might give you some ideas. But since I just moved into my new house, there's a lot to do. Not a ton. It's pretty much move-in ready, but there's always stuff you want to change about your house when you move into a new house. So that's what this is about. And I figured it's good to have it all in one place. So like I said, I'm doing it a little bit differently this time. So I'm going to be using this notebook, this, I don't know what it's called. I'm going to link everything for you, but this is a Happy Planner notebook. It is a big size and it's called Wild something. I'm going to be using this and some different sheets than I used last time. So last time I used these project sheets and I kind of doctored them up to be what I wanted. And you can go back and watch that video. I will link that for you below too if you want to get some other ideas of how to do this stuff. It does take a lot of thinking to figure out exactly what you need in your home planner notebook. But I decided instead of taking those sheets and switching them up, I'm just gonna use something else, and that is a horizontal planner. This is a really old planner. I think this is 2021. Yeah, it's like 2021, but it's a horizontal, big. So we're gonna use this and change it into what I need. All right, so we're gonna toss this baby. It's cute, right? But no thank you. And we're going to go right into this new one. Now, what I'm going to do here is change up the cover, but I'm not going to do that on camera because I'm going to print out a picture of my house or put a big print out my address on a big sticker or something and put it on here. I don't want to do that because of privacy reasons. So I will do that on my own. I'll decorate it and stuff. I'm just going to open this up and we're going to take out these dividers because I'm going to use something completely different. So I did salvage these dividers from the old home renovation notebook and I'm going to use them in this one. I did change up some of these to match the rooms in my house. Now, I always like to repurpose stuff. So when I made the original home renovation notebook, I took some dividers from an old Happy Planner that was expired and I just put these tabs on them. And then I took some graph paper and pasted it on the back of each one. Now, some of them I had already written on, so I had to replace and put new graph paper here. But some of them I hadn't used yet because I didn't use this whole notebook. So this is what we're going to use for the dividers. We're not going to use all this paper. We will use some though. So let's take out some of this actually because we're going to add some other stuff in here. I might have to put this on bigger discs. I'm not sure yet. Or maybe I'll put it on bigger discs as I go along if I add more paper in here. So we're going to go ahead and put these dividers in now. And I'm going to put one sheet of this paper for each room. By the way, excuse my nails. I desperately need a manicure, But I wanted to get this video out. I actually just wanted to get this notebook made because I have pages all over the place with notes about all the rooms. And I just want to get it all down into one planner so that I can get started on everything and have it all in one place. And I didn't really want to do my nails before I did this. So sometimes you're going to get bad nails. What can I say? Wow. I actually have the exact number of pages in here that I needed. That never happens. All right. So here's the start. It starts with my office. So what I'm going to do here is leave this blank for sketching purposes. So when I rearrange a room or decorate a new room, I really like to sketch out the room. Let me see if I can show you one. For example, here is what I did last time when I was decorating my office. It's always very scratchy. It is very rough, and that's okay, but I like having the lines. So this is going to be for like sketching and maybe for some other notes. Here, I decided to make this like a main page. So half of this page is probably going to be a before and after photo. I think I might make the bottom half of the page a before and after photo, and then the top half, we're going to label the room and then write a couple of things. But there's not much to do up here. Let's just go ahead and do it though. First, let's just write the room at the top. I mean, I don't have to because it's on the divider, but we might as well. I'm using a 𝘏𝘗 brush pen for this. Okay. Now I'm using a 𝘏𝘗 size 1 pen, and I'm going to write a couple of things at the top. For each room, we're going to need a start date, an end date, and the reason I do that is that I want to know how long it actually took, and it gives me something to look forward to. And you know, when I finish the room, of course, a room's never fully finished, but when I finish the basic parts of the room, I'm going to write the end date. And that, it's just like, it helps with a goal, you know? So, start date. And I could print these out, you know, or I could buy printables on Etsy or something. I just think it's easy just to write these couple things out. It doesn't take that long. Start date, end date. And then budget. And then actual, because it's important when you are doing a project to estimate how much it costs and then write how much it actually costs, because you know what? It is good to reflect back on that stuff. And over time, I'm going to be able to look at this notebook and see, okay, my estimates are way off, or they're not too bad, you know, and I just like to have that number. And I also, for budgeting purposes, like to know how much I went over. Speaking of budgeting and stuff, we need to take a quick break so I can talk to you about something. All of these house projects obviously cost money, so that's why I'm doing everything I can to save right now. One way you can save is to switch to Mint Mobile, who I'm partnering with for today's video. You might already know Mint Mobile if you've seen those funny ads with Ryan Reynolds, who's also an owner, but let me tell you quickly how awesome their service is. Mint Mobile offers premium wireless service for as low as $15 a month. You don't have to sacrifice speed or coverage, data, nothing like that. They can keep costs low because they sell direct to you online, and they can cut out retail salespeople and stores. They're built on the nation's largest 5G network, and all plans include unlimited nationwide talk and text and a mobile hotspot. I know what you're thinking, this sounds too good to be true, but I did try it out myself, and there was no difference in performance between Mint Mobile and my other carrier. I set it up so quickly online, it took like 15 minutes. I was able to activate it right away with their digital SIM card, but if your card's not eSIM compatible, they'll mail you one for free. I was a little worried it would be hard, but the whole process was super simple, and you can keep your own phone number too. Also, now is a limited offer. You can get their unlimited plan, which is normally $30 a month. You can get that for $15, so that's a 50% discount. There's really no need to pay more than this, so try it out and let me know what you think. If you're interested, you can go to mintmobile.com/bumble or scan the QR code on the screen, and I'll also put the link in the description box. Thanks again to Mint Mobile for partnering with me in this video, and now let's get back to it. Okay, so those are the 4 main things I'm going to write on each project page. And then, like I said, we are going to use this space down here for the before and after photos, which I did not print any out right now because I wanted to just start on this, but I will. I think it's a good idea to have before and after photos because it's really motivating and fun to look back on too. So probably it'll be like in half, you know, before and after, but we're just gonna leave that blank for now. I could do some decorations on this page and stuff, but if I'm being honest, this planner for me is really, really functional. So I'm not gonna be really doing any decorating in this video, I don't think, because sometimes my planners are more functional than decorative. That's the same thing with work planners. I can't decorate every single planner, and I don't have any house type stickers anyway to put on here. So, you know, I might put well, maybe I should put a couple of stickers on here. You know what? This is what I always do. I'm like, I'm not gonna decorate it, and then here I go decorating it. Really, because I just thought maybe I can pull in some Miss Maker stickers for the office since this is my craft room too. And I think what I'll do, maybe that would be kind of fun. For each room, I'll just put few little stickers that represent the room in my mind. I think that's a good idea. So we'll do that. Let's see. This is the newest Miss Maker sticker book, and I think it's so cute. Which one should I use? Let's take this one, Make All the Things. Because I don't need this whole room over here, so we'll just put a couple stickers in here. Put that, and then maybe some of these guys, but let's see what else is here. Ooh, discs, yeah. Just take the scissors and these pens. Okay, that's cute. That way I can decorate each room a little bit. I think that's fun. Okay, now, like I said, this part's gonna be for pictures. This other side is going to be like a miscellaneous probably. I also have a bunch of these sheets, and I thought this might be good for like a running to-do list of everything. I was gonna do it here, but I think this is going to be my to-do list, and this is 2-sided, and then this is going to be just like a brain dump of ideas. I think that makes sense in my brain. Yeah, I'm just gonna write ideas here, because whenever I have these kinds of planners, I need like pages that are just blank. And sometimes I don't even write on the lines. Sometimes I literally, it's like brainstorming. I literally just write all over the page. I scribble, I just take notes, and I want a page for that. But I also need a structured list. So that is what this is gonna be. And then the final page, wait, first let me throw this in. Oh wait, we're still on my office. And if that's too many pages, I can always take some out if I don't want to use them. But the next thing is the key. So let me grab that horizontal planner. And this is a great way to use expired planners too. So let's see what colors we have. We've got the purple. Let's use this color for my office. Okay. Oh, actually, I am going to need to take this and glue it to that, I think. Then I can use this side and over here for 2 separate lists. If I like, I'll write it here, and then if I need more room, I can keep the list going here. I think that will be enough for each room, which is just basically a brain dump list, you know, for that room. That way I can cover this up so that it goes right into that. And then this side, I don't know what I'm gonna do with. I might just leave that as is. So let's do this. Actually, before I put that in, let's fill this out so I can show you what I'm gonna do. I have Kellofaplan Noir Basic sticker book here, and it's all like black boxes and stuff, so I thought this would be perfect for this. What I'm gonna do here, obviously I'll cover up October, but I'm just gonna cover up these dates so that I can write in my different sections. Horizontal planners are actually really good for sectioning off ideas, and I haven't really used one like this, but I think it's a great idea. So we'll see if it works out for me, but the reason I'm doing it this way is it makes more sense to my brain than the project pages did. And I think I'm still going to keep some of those project pages, these ones. So this is what the project page looks like before I doctored it up. These are Happy Planner fill paper. Again, I'll link everything for you. These are great for specific individual projects. And I'm going to keep some of these in the back of this planner, and I'm going to talk about that in a second, but I just wanted to mention that. But this is for something else. I hope I'm not confusing you. Sometimes I confuse myself when I film these videos, but I'll talk about that in a second. Okay, so we're just gonna cover up all of these. And now you have all of your categories, right? I think that's great. So let's just white out October, because we certainly don't need that on there. And I'll tell you what we're doing here. So when I decorate rooms and when I plan out renovations and stuff, there are different categories that I need to write down. The first one usually is measurements. I usually keep these measurements in my phone, in the notes section of my phone, but I like having it in a particular room. So what this might mean is like the general, well, let me see. All right, room dimensions. That's the, you know, the regular room dimensions. And then windows, in case I want to get like window coverings. I'm going to write closet because for this room, I need something to cover the closet because I took off the doors. We'll do the walls. So we have left wall, right wall, and then we have back wall. And then I'm going to leave this blank because there's other walls like next to the closet that I want to have. Actually, I'll write that in now. All right, left of closet, right of closet. Okay, I think that's it for this room. It's going to change for each room probably, but this way I will have it all here. It's always so helpful to have all the measurements together. All right, the next section is going to be called main projects. And that's going to be different for every room. And what I mean by this is like, what are the main things I want to accomplish in this room? There might be some smaller things too, but the main things. So for this office, I'm going to write closet covering, paint walls, lighting. I'm going to write recessed lighting. I decided I'm going to get recessed. I bought a new light fixture for this room, but it's not working out. It's too dim. And then, you know, on and on and on for the main things that I need to do in the room. And I'll fill this out in more detail later, but this is just to give you a rough idea of what I'm thinking of. This section is going to be contractors, so that I can do contractor names and estimates for stuff. The next section will be decor. This is going to include furniture and decorations. Again, these are kind of rough ideas, and then I'll take that idea and put it onto that big list. Next we have lighting, and then walls might be wallpaper or paint. And then this is to buy. So of course, for every room, when you're renovating stuff, you're going to have things to buy. And this way I put it at the end so that I have this section, and then if I need more space, I can go down here into notes. Notes is going to be miscellaneous stuff that doesn't fit on anything else. There usually is. Even when you plan out categories, you always think of other things. That is what notes is for, or to continue this section. All right, so let's put this in here. Now, these categories might change depending on the section. For example, I have an exterior section. Obviously, you're not going to have walls and paint, but instead that might be gardening or whatever. So it's obviously going to shift depending on the section, but for the most part, I'm going to try to stick to this. Okay, now we are going to take this. I just have Tombow mono adhesive tape here. We're going to put this down so that we can attach this page right to this one, like I said. And when you're doing this, you just basically match it up here and just let it fall and smooth it out. Okay, so now this is the section for the office. Again, we have, you know, that space for drawing. We have the before and after pictures, that info, brainstorming ideas, and then long to-do list, and then the different categories. Then we have this on the other side. Like I said, I think I just might leave this. Maybe what I'll do for each section is just white these out. I think I will do that. And that way, if I need anything else, this page will be here for me as sort of an extra page, or if I forgot a category or something. So some projects might be a little more detailed than other projects. For example, I think I'm going to paint a mural on the wall next to me. And that requires some steps, like different things I have to buy for the mural, like the paints and the types of brushes, ideas of what it's going to look like, the steps it takes to do that type of thing. So for that, I am going to use these project pages. For this page, I have two sections. We have subject overview, planning steps, action steps, due date. These steps might change for me. I might, switch it up. For example, I may need a section of things to buy for making the mural, so I probably will cover that up and write to buy and put stuff here. Or this might be a section where I draw out the wall and exactly what I'm going to do on there. The reason I'm telling you this is that sometimes this isn't enough. If it's a bigger project, I need to break it out into steps, and then I'll use these. But what I did before was put one of these in each room, and I didn't really need it for each room. Not everything has to be broken out into tiny steps. I know they tell you to do that, but for me, it's too overwhelming to break it all out like that. Sometimes simple projects are just that, simple projects. But what I'm going to do here, and I'll put one in this section because I know I'm going to use it, but the rest of them are going to go in the back. Let me grab them. They will go back here. That way, whenever I need one of these, they're available for me, and then I can just transfer it to the section. Not every room is going to need one, I don't think. So I'm going to do the rest of this on my own, but I just wanted to give you an idea and show you what I'm up to. I hope this helped. I'm trying to think, is there anything that I missed? I mean, as I go along and fill out this planner, there probably will be things that I missed, and then I will have to sort of tackle them as I come across them. But for now, this is what I'm dealing with, and I think this is going to be super helpful for me, and I think it's going to be better than the last one. But let me know what you guys think. If you saw that last video and saw how I set up that planner, and now you saw this one, let me know what you think. What would work for you? Do you predict that this is going to be easier for me or worse? I just think this is more simplified than what I did before, and that was kind of my purpose. So yeah, I'd love to know your thoughts. All right, I hope this was helpful for you, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.